But way to really turn it around by MSI. And down at bottom, there it is. Kronos getting another kill on Puppet Master this time. He's just farming up so incredibly well, and he's gonna just turn this game around pretty soon. You know, the mid game is gonna be his late game. Really, everybody else is gonna be, you know, mid game level, and right now the way he's going, he's gonna have late game items, late game experience. And he's really going to start dominating pretty soon. Slither trying to go on Kronos. Kronos not really doing a whole lot here. He's just kind of farming, taking all this damage. Of course, Soul Reaper coming in with his heal. So much damage from those wards going off on Kronos. So Slither, so powerful right now. So overall, it looks like nobody has any real big items. Interesting enough, Ghost Marchers on Defiler. I'm not sure if I agree with that. You know, really fast running around by Defiler is going to be pretty important overall. But you know, when you have that Kronos who's going to be blink in, throw his ulti, and then just be doing so much damage on that Defiler really fast, you might want to have a little bit more tankier items. But yeah, pause going out. I didn't really see what we're waiting for, but I'd like to talk real quick about this Voodoo Jester. You know, he's been gimped pretty heavily. You know, Kronos has been feeding on him pretty well. But he's actually, interesting enough, he's not going Curse Ground. He's going Acid Cocktail Mojo, which is proof of MIU's strategy to run that push strat. Slither be throwing down wards. Meanwhile, he throws down Mojo. And that's going to be, you know, that massive AoE heal on all the heroes. So, Rotterdam will be reconnecting. Hopefully see it unpause soon. But, yeah, but on top of that, Ring of the Teacher probably going to be going Gnomes. You know, just overall, having those AoE heals and auras, really helping out those pushes. So they're doing some great warding overall. You know, they have really good map control so far. So they're guarding that rune spot. So yeah, Slither, 60 creep kills. So proof that he's just farming away, and on top of that, you know, typically the person you see with the most farm is not typically you know, a support ganking hero with who's warding, who's playing ward bitch. So interesting play by MIU. Meanwhile, Kronos and Pharaoh both, and a Defiler, excuse me, both getting in some pretty good farm. 50 creep kills overall for each of those heroes. So, you know, really those are the most important heroes to get that farm in. Yeah, there it is. Slither just being able to gank constantly, getting in a nice kill by Soul Reaper, chasing him down. Meanwhile, mid tower being taken down by the Defiler. Kronos actually taking the kill gold for that. That's going to be huge. But they're going to take down bottom with the ward combo. So incredibly interesting game going on, because they're pushing back and forth, but they're always pushing different lanes for each other. You know, a tower going down for MSI on this lane, while MIU taking down a tower on the other lane. You know, towers playing usually such a key role in this early game. You know, really hurting other people's the other team's farm. So meanwhile, Pharaoh has Ghost Marchers now. Gonna be getting Shaman's Headdress pretty soon. Well, he's just getting in some free top experience. Typically you would rather see Kronos farming that, but Kronos is actually farming the bottom. Meanwhile, oh, there it is. Puppet getting a nice puppet on puppet strings on Shaman, but it doesn't be quite enough to take him down. D-Sham throwing on those heals, barely keeping him alive. So Jeremiah actually going for an Arcane Ring. So that's going to be really helpful when they do have those pushes. You know, Hammerstorm is one of those heroes that's kind of limited in his mana pool. He kind of needs help with that. So Jeremiah is going to be helping him out, helping himself out, and overall, just doing a great job being a support hero. Some sort of clash on middle, 3v3, looking wards being thrown down by Slither. Here it is, Pharaoh coming in possibly for a gank. He's coming in from the side. He does have Ghost Marchers on, and yeah, he really needs to start ganking pretty heavily. He does have that ultimate up. Oh, there it is. Nice shot. Hitting on Slither. Put it up a wall. Slither's completely trapped. He's going to go down here. There it is. Followed up by Soul Reaper throwing his ulti down, just completely taking down Slither. So nice pick by MSI. And I was going to say they were going to take down mid tower, but they already took it down with that Chronos Defiler. So both teams going back to farming. Defiler has a sustainer now on top of those Ghost Marchers. Meanwhile, Disham does have those armor boots, so that's going to be really helpful for pushing. But interesting enough, Chronos actually going Elder Parasite. Elder Parasite is an interesting hero. It's kind of risky on Chronos. You know, most people like to go it. Oh, up at top, Hammer throwing a stun off, just kind of get a little bit of harassment. Thought he was going to do something a little bit more serious. Anyway, it's a little kind of risky because Chronos is already susceptible to nukes, and Elder Parasite, you know, just makes him take a lot of damage overall, and he only has 1,000 health right now. But it does help him attack faster, which allows him to steal agility faster. Now, you can't permastun with the new Curse of Ages, but what you can do is steal agility faster, which allows you to do more damage. It's just really a snowball effect. You attack faster, you do more damage, etc., etc. Hammerstorm blinking in, or teleporting into bottom, possibly going to defend this. I don't know. Hammerstorm throwing a stun on a Defiler illusion. So, kind of a wasted ulti by Defiler, but I guess they just didn't want to force a fight there. They were only 3 up, while MYU did a great job of defending that tower, having several heroes teleport in. So yeah, overall, Soul Reaper not having a whole lot of items, but really, he doesn't really need to. He only needs some tank items, really, to just last longer in those team fights, throwing Withering Presence around in Judgment, and his most important thing being his ultimate, Demonic Execution. Just instantly taking down a hero that's been low from nukes. Puppet Master trying to get some farm up at top. Meanwhile, Pharaoh does have that Shaman's Headdress now, so hopefully we're going to see him ganking a lot heavier than he has been. You know, he's been farming up the Ghost Marcher's Shaman's Headdress, which is fine. You know, you probably need it against this team. You know, you want your Pharaoh to be as tanky as possible because he's going to be the first person targeted, as he is the first person in the fight. So, you know, that's going to be really helpful. Just hopefully you can capitalize on his tanking abilities. Chronos being allowed to free farm bottom. Meanwhile, MYU was hoping to get some sort of like possible gank on the top 4s. They were kind of roaming around there, but no heroes there. But possibly gank on middle, throwing in the Hammerstorm. They're going to take down Soul Reaper really quick. Oh, Pharaoh getting in a nice ulti. Soul Reaper barely going to live because of that. Pharaoh getting targeted pretty heavily. He's going to go down here. One more hit. There it is. Slither. Nice ulti. Chronos finishing up on Voodoo Chester, taking out those support heroes. Defiler. Ghost just dominating everything. Slither trying to possibly going to take down. Yeah, there it is. So huge battle. Chronos gonna be able to take down. Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't have enough mana for leap. So Slither's gonna get out. He's actually gonna go back in. He knows he doesn't have any mana, so he can just get in a ton of harassment. He's gonna be throwing wards down, keeping up. Possibly he's gonna go down here. He's gonna be chasing it all the way. Nice, Slither. Huge play. So important. That was such a smart play. He knew Chronos didn't have the mana, and he knew he was able to just turn around on that. So nice play by Slither. That was huge. They both just did a ton of team fight. You got a ton of kills there, and so